Hey guys, so today's video is actually very important to me. I will be introducing you guys to my dogs, and they are actually survivors in my opinion, and they're survivors. And I love them to death. So let's get to it. So this is Bailey. He's almost 2 years old, and he's a Cocker Spaniel mix. And I love him to death. Right, Bubba? Yes, you love me? Yes, I love you. Go, honey, go play. Yeah, so that's Bailey. He's almost 2 years old. I got him December 2016, and I actually bought him in Peru at these abandoned train tracks. So this is Yuka. Yuka the baby. Yes, he's the baby. Yeah, he's the baby, and I actually got him with my boyfriend John in Peru, also at the abandoned train tracks this year, and he is the cutest little thing. He's actually 4 months right now, and I also love him to death. Right, Bubba? Yes, I love you. I love you. Hey, go pee. So they're both the sweetest dogs in the world. I love them to death. So in America, dogs are treated like they're part of the family. They're loved, they're taken to the vet, they're kissed, they're pet, they're groomed, and they're taken out on walks, they're taken on family vacation, and they're just a part of the family. They're like a human. But in Peru, of course, there are some people who do love dogs and treat them like they're part of the family. But the majority of people in Peru treat dogs like objects. Bailey, my eldest son, which I love to death, I got at these abandoned train tracks in Cusco, Peru, and he cost me 90 soles, which is about $30, which is insane to me. In the US, you could probably get a puppy for $500 least. And Bailey cost me $30. And when my boyfriend was here this year, we got Yuka, and Yuka was only 20 soles, which is about $7, which is also, it's even more crazy. So as you can see already, dogs don't really have much of a value here. And the whole train track situation was just horrible. There were boxes and boxes full of puppies, and these puppies were literally just stacked on top of each other like plates in the sun, dehydrated, and it was just horrible to see. It really broke my heart, and I couldn't do anything about it because it's legal here, and it's so sad. And most of these puppies that end up being bought at such cheap prices end up being mistreated. Some of them even end up being strays. If you come to Cusco, Peru, you will see a stray at literally like every corner, every block. There's always a stray out there. There are so many strays because dogs here aren't really seen as anything important. They're just there. And usually most people that buy dogs just have them as guard dogs. So they just put them in their house, lock them up in the yard, and they're just meant to be there to bark at people if there's like a robber or something. So they'll be scared, which is really sad because most of the time these dogs are mistreated. They don't get fed. They don't get taken to the vet. They don't get pet. They don't even get kissed. They don't get any affection whatsoever, and it's so sad because dogs are so smart and they're so loving and they're so loyal, and they don't deserve that. And that's why I feel like I saved 2 lives. My boyfriend and I saved 2 lives, because we don't know whose hands they could have ended up in. They could have ended up living in the mountains with some poor family, not being fed, treated like an object. And it's crazy because some people get these dogs, have them as guards, they don't feed them, they just leave them there, dog dies, and they buy another one like it's nothing. And it's so sad. So I just feel so happy that I was able to save 2 puppies. And now they're very happy. They get affection, they get pet, they get kissed, and they're very happy dogs. And they make me very happy and my whole family happy too. Bailey actually went to New York with me, but he had to end up coming back because Yuka came here because he wants to spend time with Mama, right? You want to spend some time with Mama? Yeah? Okay. So Bailey actually came to New York with me, and I couldn't keep him because I had work and I had school and all of that. So, you know, when you have a dog, you have to take him out on walks. And I live in an apartment, so I had to take him out in the morning, afternoon, night, and sometimes I would get home late, and I just couldn't do it. And he ended up coming back to Peru, and I cried for him so many nights, but thankfully we're reunited again. And I was scared because I was afraid that my family was going to mistreat him, not treat him like part of the family, but they all love him. And now that we have Yuka, they all love Yuka too, right? Yeah, and they all love him and they treat him well, and I'm really happy. And now he has a little brother, so he's not lonely anymore. But yeah, so he came back to Peru and we got him a little brother. But they're so smart, so loving, and it's just so insane. And that's their story. That's their story, right, Bubsy? Oh, he's so loving. Yuka is one of the most loving little dogs that I have ever met. Bailey's also loving, but not as loving as Yuka. Yuka, like, you give him the baby talk and his tail goes crazy. Look, you're the baby. Oh, you're the baby. Oh, yes, you're the baby. Oh, yes, you're the baby. Look at his little tail. You're so cute. Yes, you're a cutie, puppy. You're a cutie. Mwah. Mwah. He loves kisses. He loves kisses, right? You love kisses, sweetie. Yes, that's my baby. They both have different personalities, but they're both very playful. Yuka's very loving. He's very energetic, and he's a little psycho. And Bailey's a little more calm, but he's also very playful. He loves to play fetch, and he loves to be around people. They both love to be around people. They never want to be alone, ever. And it's weird because I love carrying dogs. Like Bailey, I always try to carry him even though he's a little big. But I love to carry him and he hates it. But weirdly, Yuka loves being carried, right? You love being carried. You love being carried. Yes, you do. He loves it. He loves being carried. And Bailey loves the bed. He loves to sleep in the bed. And Yuka too, right, Bubs? Yes, you love it. But yeah, those are my babies. And they're the most amazing dogs in the world, in my opinion. So if you guys ever go to Cusco, Peru, ask about the abandoned train tracks where they sell puppies. And maybe you could get yourself a dog for even like $5. Who knows? Maybe $1 if you're lucky enough. Because here, dogs aren't really very important. which is very, very sad. But that's their story. Thanks for watching.